Hey guys, today I will be sharing 3 kitchen Dollar Tree DIYs. Yes, please. So let's go ahead and get started with this first DIY here. And it is this adorable little mini kitchen skills. Oh, I'm so obsessed. So I did see this on Pinterest and I thought, you know what? I can gather some things around the house and try to recreate, put my little spin on it. And this is what we got. For this DIY, I used this white Dollar Tree candle holder, as well as a little shadow box. This one here is from the Dollar Tree. I didn't end up using it, but I wanted to show you this option. I had this little similar shadow box from Kirkland's. It was just a little bit smaller, so I went with that one. And I wanted to give y'all a few different options for the top portion of your scale. You can use a jewelry dish or a plate. The Dollar Tree does sell little jewelry plates like this one, or you could also use a little saucer, which is what I did. I also used a few jumbo popsicle sticks and the lid to this little Dollar Tree candle, but you could definitely use a little mason jar lid that you have on hand, or maybe like a little spaghetti jar lid. So what you'll be doing is gluing your candle holder to your little shadow box. If I went with the Dollar Tree one, I wouldn't need to do this next step, but since I went with my little Kirkland's little shadow box, I am going to trim down some jumbo popsicle sticks, and then I'm simply going to hot glue them across my little shadow box here. And then this creates the little base that I will be able to glue my candle holder to. And just remember, this is only because I'm using this particular little box. If I went with the Dollar Tree one, I could have flipped it over and used the back of it. It was just a little bit too big for my liking. So that's why I'm creating this little faux base here. The back of this little shadow box, it still had a lip, so I was still going to have to create a base. So I just went ahead and added the base to the front instead of the back. Alrighty, here is a look at all of the materials that I will be using. Now I am going to take them off camera and give them 2 coats of some white chalk paint. And I did use a white chalk spray paint. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and take my candle holder. I did apply some E6000 off camera and applied a little bit of hot glue and applied it to my base. If you want your project to last a little bit longer, highly recommend using E6000. Again, I applied the E6000 and the hot glue to the rim of my candle lid, and I am just going to apply it to the center of my candle holder. Repeat the same process and attach the saucer or whatever topper you're going to use for your scale. All of these pieces are finally coming together. Let's go ahead and add on the face of the scale. So I just found this printable online. I'm simply going to cut it out. I will be applying a layer of Mod Podge to the base of my lid, and I'll be adding a little bit of Mod Podge to the printable itself, and then simply just apply it to the lid. And just a little side note, Dollar Tree does sell the small bottle of Mod Podge, and they also sell these little sponge brushes. I wanted my scale to look aged and distressed, so I am taking this little bottle of black chalk paint and I am simply going to dry brush it all around my scale just to give it that little farmhouse distressed look. All right, time to work on the scale hand. I am just going to take a bobby pin and a rhinestone, apply a little black chalk paint, some hot glue, attach it to your scale, and oh my goodness, if it was not the perfect little touch. On to DIY number 2, you will need a Dollar Tree cutting board and a little Dollar Tree chalkboard easel. The Dollar Tree does have the same cutting board in white. I only had a red one on hand, so I went ahead and applied 2 layers of the white chalk paint. I'm going to go ahead and take some hot glue, apply it to the front of my easel, and attach it to the back of my cutting board. I did go ahead and make a little matte black vinyl decal for this project. You could totally print out something that's very similar just using computer paper, but I do love my silhouette and highly recommend it. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that little decal here, and I think it looks so cute. And to make this piece of decor functional, I will be taking 2 of the little tower blocks from the Dollar Tree. They're just like little Jenga pieces. I did go ahead and paint them with the white chalk paint, take a little E6000 and hot glue and attach it to the very bottom of the cutting board. And this creates a little base. You can use it to hold up your phone or a recipe card. I did go ahead and take some burlap ribbon from the Dollar Tree, just create a really simple bow and attach it to the handle. And I think it's the perfect little touch, but we're not finished because I do want to add a little black chalk paint and dry brush it along there, again to give it that more distressed, aged farmhouse look. It's that perfect little touch that this piece needed. The bow is definitely interchangeable. I just applied it with hot glue so you can pop it off and switch it out for the different holidays. If you are not into like the farmhouse look, you could totally add just another decal or a different printable that says eat or kitchen or recipes. So here I'm just showing you how you can set your phone on there while you are looking at your recipes, while you're cooking, or you can place your little recipe card on there as well. So cute and functional. Yes, please. Next up for DIY number 3, I will be using a little mug. This little mug here is actually very small. It is a mini mug from the Dollar General and it was only $1. I did get it a couple of years ago and I actually had it in my donation pile and I was like, wait, I think I can turn this little piece into a DIY. But you can go ahead and take any mug that you have on hand that maybe you just don't use anymore. I did apply again 2 layers of the white chalk paint. I did dry brush it with some black chalk paint to give it that distressed look. And then I'll be taking these rub on Dollar Tree stickers. It was the first time I ever used them and y'all, I loved them. They were so easy to use. You simply cut out the letters you need, attach them to your project, whatever you're applying them to, and you just rub them on. As you can see here, when I was peeling them off, the P did kind of peel off a little bit, so I just attached the piece back on, rubbed it with my jumbo popsicle stick. You can see the imperfections, but for this little look here, I think it just totally goes with the vibe. I did stick in a little piece of some Dollar Tree floral foam, and I'll be using a floral pick from Walmart. This little piece of eucalyptus at Walmart was only 97 cents. I have a ton of it on hand, so I went ahead and used it, but I know Dollar Tree always has some great floral pieces. I'm just really obsessed with this from Walmart. So I just cut all of the pieces off, stamped them in the foam, and voila. This is so adorable. You can add this little piece to your kitchen, to a 2-tiered tray. You can also style it at your coffee bar. I did apply the word sip on it, but you could totally apply whatever saying you want to have around your kitchen or your coffee bar. I hope you guys enjoyed my 3 kitchen DIYs. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. And don't forget to let me know which DIY was your favorite in the comments down below. Subscribe if you are not already subscribed. Hit that notification bell so that you won't miss my next upload, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.